This video will cover the topic solving a multi-step equation given in fractional form. Let's break it down. Let's start out with an example. In this example, we want to find what value of x we can plug in to make this equation true. The thing that may make this example seem a bit odd is that one side of our entire equation is a fraction. In this case, it's the left side, which is divided by 3.
What do we do about this?
To get rid of the denominator, we can think of this fraction as division. It's the numerator, the top part, divided by the denominator, the bottom part. To get rid of the denominator, we do the opposite of division and multiply by the denominator. We do this to both sides of our equation so that the two sides will still be equal to each other. And on this side, our times 3 here and divided by 3 here will cancel each other out, so our equation will now look like this. This looks a little bit more like a typical equation, so we can now solve it regularly. First, we'll subtract 23 from both sides, and on the left side, this plus 23 and this minus 23 will cancel out, making our equation look like this. And finally, to get x by itself, we can divide both sides by 4. When we do this, we find that x equals -2, and so that is our answer.
How can we check if our answer is correct?
If our answer is correct, then we should be able to plug it into this original equation, and it should make both sides of this equation equal to each other. Here I've rewritten the equation, but I replaced x with -2 to test if -2 is the right answer. The order of operations tells us that the first thing we should simplify is things within parentheses. When we have a fraction, we can think about the numerator being inside of parentheses, so this whole top part, and the denominator, which is just this 3. First, let's simplify the numerator because we're thinking about it as being in parentheses. Within those parentheses, we can first multiply 4 times -2 to get -8. Now, since those parentheses are still there, we can simplify this addition here and add -8 to 23, which gives us 15. And now that all of our parentheses are simplified as much as they can be, we can move on to multiplication and division. In this case, we have 15 divided by 3, which is 5. We see that it is now simplified as much as it can be. We also see that our equation is now true. 5 does equal 5, so the solution of x equals -2 is a correct solution.
So, when we have an equation where one side is divided by a constant number, we should first multiply both sides by that number to get rid of the denominator. Then we can solve for x like we normally would.
You got it.